Welcome to workout number 1. I'm Seth, and this is your Tone Fit solution. So the first thing we're gonna do is I am going to go over all the exercises that we're gonna be doing today. There are 6 of them. We're gonna be going 35 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and we have 3 rounds of each of them. So here we go. The first exercise is going to be an oldie but goodie. It's the jumping jack, and it looks just like this. So I want your arms nice and straight. Don't want any of these short jumping jacks like that. Also, if jumping and landing is not good for you right now, you're just getting back to fitness, you've been sedentary for a while, then you can convert your jumping jack into a step jack. But I do want to see you moving quickly through that. All right, so next up is the body weight squat. So the body weight squat, you're going to reach your hands forward, drop your hips low, and stand right up, snapping your hands forward and squeezing your glutes as you lock your knees out. Next up is the high plank. So the high plank position looks just like this. Make sure that you do not have your hands far out in front of your body. You want your hands stacked below your shoulders, and you're just gonna hold this position. Keep your hips out of the squat the best that you can, and there you go. That is your high plank. Now, next exercise is the curl press. You will need 2 dumbbells to do this program. So here we go. And you're gonna curl, press, and you're gonna alternate those. All right, so we're gonna get some overhead strength here, overhead movement. All right, just make sure that you keep your dumbbells in neutral. So meaning that it curls like this and not like that. All right, so they're gonna be in neutral for the duration of the program. All right, super cool. So next is the shuffle. So you're gonna grab your dumbbell, start with your hands above your head and your feet together. You're gonna step down, back to center, step the other direction, back to center. Notice I'm not keeping my arms straight when I do my shuffle. I am curling it to here and pressing in one fluid motion. It is that curl and press overhead. That is the shuffle. So next up is the alternating bent over row. So that's just gonna look just like this. You're just gonna push your hips back and you're gonna alternate. One bell will be finished before the other one starts. All right, so this exercise is gonna work your core and your back. It's very important that whenever you push, you also pull to create balance in your body. So here we go. Without further ado, we are gonna get started with workout number 1. Here we go. First exercise is the jumping jack. All right. So we have some music in the background. You can try to stay on beat with that. So just remember, you are challenging yourself to the edge of your ability and not beyond. If you get lightheaded or queasy or anything like that, definitely slow down. And if it persists, then you would want to stop, and then you can message me. Remember, that can also be a step jack. All right, next up is the squat. All right, here we go. Here's your body weight squat. So depending on how long it's been since you've trained, you might want to grab one of those dumbbells and hold on to it just like this for a little bit of an added challenge. But remember, this program is progressive. So as we go through from workout to workout, might be a tiny bit more challenging. So you might want to save that for later. All right. You feeling good? I am. My heart's starting to beat a little bit faster. I'm starting to warm up and really feel those benefits from working out. So this is going to be good for your core as well as your trunk stability. All right. Remember, you're doing your best to keep those hips out of the sky, but keep in mind, if you are struggling to reach 100% proper form, be nice to yourself, especially if it's been a while since you've trained. As you get stronger, everything will get better. Next up is the curl press. So I'm going to get my dumbbells ready. Here we go. Keeping that bell in neutral. I have the curl press. So when I'm pressing, my lower body's tight. It's not all loosey-goosey. So I'm squeezing my glutes a little bit. And remember, when you press, you want your arm to be in line with your ear. Do not want your arm to be shooting out that way. All right? You have some tension to your quads. Your knees are locked out here, 100%. All right. So next up is the shuffle. So I'm gonna take all the rest that I can. There's 5 seconds more. All right, I better get this dumbbell, get ready. Here we go. So if you have the strength and the mobility, you can take this down to the floor. If you do not currently, you can go just past your knee, thrust those hips forward, stand tall, and come back up. So you're getting a big bang for your buck on this exercise because you're moving laterally, but you're going to a single stance as well. At the same time, you're curling and pressing a weight over your head. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. As you can see, I'm breathing heavily. Everything's starting to feel really good. We have 5 seconds till that timer goes off. Next exercise is the alternating bent over row. And just going back and forth. So I'm providing a very subtle brace. When I bring one arm down, I press that arm to the inside of my knee slightly, and I am alternating. So this is going to work your back, it's going to work your core as well. So just remember, whenever you push in an exercise session, it's a really good idea to pull as well. So in this program, our push was overhead, it was a vertical push, and our pull was there. That creates balance in your body. Equal strength on both sides. Here we go. Back to the jumping jack. Feeling good. I always tell people I am my most authentic self when I'm training. It really lifts my mood, gives me energy, vibrant, vitality, right? We tell our people we want you to be as strong as you need to be to do the things that you like to do. All right. So round 1 is complete. I just started round number 2. Remember, we do have 3 rounds. Next up is the squat. Here we go. Make sure that squat is getting low. You are going to express as much mobility as you can. If you're having difficulty getting low and there's something that can offer a little support to help you get a little bit lower, then you can use something like that. If not, you're gonna take your squat as deeply as you can, having the confidence that you can get back up, right? We don't want any one-way squats around here. All right, so next up is the high plank. So here we go. Remember, you're staying flat, hands stacked below your shoulders. And here, you're getting a little recovery. Getting a little recovery from the jumping jack and the squat. You're also saying hello to your core. All right. This is static core stability. Just holding that position, taking care of our anterior core. Super important. Keep those hips out of the sky. All right. So next is the curl press. We're already almost halfway through this program. It's only 15 minutes in total duration. So as long as you are moving, we are happy. So one person might be going super fast, depending on your fitness level, where you're starting out, and one person might be really taking it slow. What we want you to do is honor the promises that you make to yourself. So if you say you're gonna work out, no matter what, but also honor your ability, your current ability level, where you're at now, all right? Because we can always progress to higher levels. Next up is the shuffle. All right, I'm gonna show you one of these with just body weight. So just going down, back to center. We are mimicking that same action that we would have with the dumbbell, so that when your strength increases, you have that movement pattern down. I'm gonna show you some from the side. This is more of a hinge pattern, wide stance. 7 seconds left here. All right, next is the alternating bent over row. So another thing you can do with this, if you only have one dumbbell, is for half of the time, you can brace yourself, whatever hand the weight's in, the leg is back, and you're pumping them out. And I'll tell you when you're about halfway, there you go, switching sides. This is an excellent way to work your back a little bit. Tiny bit of core in there as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there is round 2 complete. You have one more round. You can see we're only about 10 minutes of work in, and we are moving on to the jumping jack. I am definitely starting to sweat a little bit here. Got the sweat trickling down my forehead. Start to hear me laboring in my breath a little bit. Just an indication that the workout is challenging me at a decent level. Remember, some of these could be step jacks if you need them to be. All right, next up is the squat. Easy business for a strong person like you. So one of the things that we do is, at the same time you're getting your body strong, you also have to be working on getting your mind strong and cleansing your body, right? So we get our body strong, we get our nutrition dialed in, right? And also have to have a strong mindset because there's so many things that come into competition with the time that we need to devote for our health and wellness. And there we go, squats done. Next up is the high plank. So many competing things, but what's more important than your health? What's more important than your wellness? Nothing. Nothing, right? I always want to be as strong as I need to be to do the things that I like to do and the things that I want to do. And the things that I should be able to do at any given age, whatever age I am, right? So if it's getting on the floor, playing with your grandkids, having energy to do activities with them, like apple picking or shooting some baskets or playing hide and seek, whatever it is, you gotta be ready for it. There's only one way to make that happen. Make sure your body's strong. Get your nutrition tight, right? Next up is the curl press. Plus, when you're strong, it just gives you confidence, right? There's the whistle. It gives you confidence. Very motivating. I tell the people that work out with me, you know, you walk into any room, and you are going to be, if you train with me for 3 months or more, you are going to be one of the strongest people in the room because so many people are struggling with obesity, with diabetes, with all sorts of joint dysfunction. And a lot of it is from a lack of movement. A lot of it is from a lack of movement. Not to be corny, but movement really is medicine in a lot of ways. So here we go. Next up is the shuffle. I'm going to jump back to my dumbbell. Step through, feeling fresh. Hitting my zone right now just as we are starting to finish. Never sacrifice your values to make someone else happy, right? I hear it all the time. All the time. Oh, but my friend invited me out and she always has wine, so I had a bunch of wine with her. Or I went to a party, so I went off my meal plan. It's a no-go. All right, next up, the alternating bent over row. Here, coming back to the 2 bells. Remember, there's a little brace that I'm providing myself by pressing the elbow of the down arm into the inside of the knee. Just a very subtle brace. Offers a little bit of support. So remember, you are not sacrificing your values to make anybody else happy. You're doing what you have to do for your health and for your wellness. All right, that concludes round number 3. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next workout.